I'm sorry, it's not cool, Kedge. It's just not. It's no, because in your head, I think you think it's cool. No, it's not cool. It's sad. It's slightly sad.
No, it's not sad. Hello.
It is sad. Let's let the people decide. Welcome to the Brown Note.
Hello, everyone.
The judge and jury right now is Sachin. Sach, Kedge has
Judge.
We've come online. We've come online to do that podcast, and Kedge is there kind of going, "Hey guys, look at my skills with the yo-yo." And he's doing all the stuff that we did back in the 80s, early 90s, rock the cradle, walk the dog. Yeah. And then you made the mistake of saying, hey, when I'm in meetings with people and I'm online, oh yeah, I find it really satisfying to get my yo-yo
out. Not in meetings, just because I'm standing. So because when I work, I stand. It just sometimes, when you're thinking and it's just your hands going up and down like this with thinking, it helps you focus.
If your hands are going up and down while you're in your meeting, I don't know what you're doing when you're standing up.
He was showing us his come tricks.
Can I just say, before you came online, Satch was like, "Wow, Kedge, that's a good
no,
a good spinner."
No.
I was appreciating the tricks I was pulling out for him.
No, I wasn't appreciating it. I looked at it and I thought, okay, it's a bit weird, and I was on my phone. So when you came on top, you could see that I was on my phone,
right,
and looking down at my phone.
He's now a 42-year-old man. And he's there he's showing off his yo-yo skills. Okay, I get it, Kedge. You look young. You do look young. And I get it, Kedge. You still dress like you're in the early 90s.
Yeah, right. He's got a Tamagotchi as well that he's looking after. Show us the Tamagotchi.
The Tamagotchi is me. Because now that's how we've become, isn't it? You wear an Apple Watch and you've become the Tamagotchi. How mad is that?
I'll be honest. I'm a little bit older, so I missed the Tamagotchi. What was the Tamagotchi thing? What was that?
Tamagotchi was like it looked like this yo-yo, maybe slightly smaller.
It was an egg. It was more egg.
It was an egg shape, and it had like a screen on it, and you could get a pet on it, and then you got to feed it, wasn't it?
Yes,
that was it.
Yeah, do you know where it is a watch? Do you know where it's? No, am I getting mixed up?
I think you could get them afterwards as a watch.
But it was like it was an egg and it had a keyring on it, so you could basically
2-3 buttons on it. 2-3.
Yeah, that was it. And it's like you had to feed it, you had to clean its poo and stuff like that. Press a button, and clean. Yeah.
So what you're saying? How can we become the Tamagotchi then?
Well, if you think about it, the concept of the Tamagotchi was that you had to sort of, like Sad said, clean it, exercise it, and poo it, and make sure that it lives and doesn't die. And now, all of a sudden, in 2021, everyone's wearing a what do you call it? One of those smartwatches. And we have become the Tamagotchi because we're looking after ourselves.
We're monitoring.
Yeah, we're monitoring that, clean it, all of that kind of stuff. Exercise.
Well, I'm sorry, but the watch don't tell you when you pooed yourself.
But I'm sure the next model will.
Or the watch don't tell you, oh, guess what? You're dead. You forgot to feed yourself. Sorry.
So, well, no, but you're getting a live read of your heartbeat. It can
I suppose.
Abnormal heartbeat.
You're on the way, yeah.
Yeah, it's there. It's almost there.
Okay, real talk. Do you find the yo-yo therapeutic? Is that what it is? You find?
I just, you know what it is? I have a little moment every evening where I just I look up a trick and I go, can I do that? And I'll be honest, there's a lot of hard ones out there, but I just thought, it's something, it's basically my Christmas present from my mum.
Well, I mean, whatever sort of.
Sorry, there's a deep sadness.
He told me that. He told me that. He goes. It was a Secret Santa gift. He goes. You think it was my mum? And I was like, well, then she probably bought you the same present that she bought when you were like 8 years old.
Yeah. And she's confused that why has this old man now wanted a yo-yo? But I was the flavour of all the kids and everyone, because they didn't have the concept of throwing a yo-yo and how does it come up? Even that was too difficult for children to understand. And I was this is what I mean.
Imagine you're an 8, 9, 10-year-old kid. You're at a family party and you've got an uncle who's 42.
Yeah.
Who's got a yo-yo. When you grow older, you're going to go, hey, wasn't that Kedge uncle a bit weird? Didn't he have a yo-yo?
Yeah, for sure.
Did he start showing you the tricks he could do with the yo-yo? Like, he showed, and he was really kind of impressed with it, wasn't he? You go, oh, God, it's a bit weird, isn't it? What's he doing now? Oh, no one knows. He lives on on the side of a mountain somewhere.
The equivalent of that for me was when I was a kid, was when you'd go places and uncle would just have a Bluetooth headset on the whole party or the whole event or the whole time you're at someone's house. And you just think that is a bit weird, isn't it?
No, the equivalent of that for me was the uncle at the wedding that would use his tie to use it as a flute and play and do the Nargin.
Come off it.
You're that guy.
Christ.
You're that uncle.
Just put me up to such a next level uncle.
Yeah, you know the one. And he'd get down on the floor and you'd think he's being all sexy and grinding and stuff. And that's it.
There was a guy who used to do that, actually. Now that you said that, there was a guy who used to do that with his wife.
Yeah,
Wife would have to be the snake. And he would prance around like blowing this thing. And he didn't have a tie because obviously Gujaratis don't, when you're at the Garba and all of that. So he would get a dandiya and he'd be blowing the dandiya stick. And it's just like, and then he would want everyone to get involved. And it was quite a scene.
And where is he now? He's in prison, right?
Yeah.
He's
exactly.
I mean, no one will know who I'm talking about, but he has gone a bit loopy.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
See, I'm telling you, Kedge, just rein it in. Mate.
Just as much as Kedge can't get enough of his yo-yo and the Tamagotchi and his sort of 80s toys, there was a poll that came out this week, and it was. I always find that this time of year, like January, there's always some sort of poll coming out of something. Like,
yes, start of the year.
or a
Sorry, that just sounded funny. There's a poll coming out of something. Do you know what I mean?
It's just this. Oh, you haven't got enough of this, or, there's that. This is a bit rubbish. The top 10 this and all of that. So anyway, the thing that I saw this week was the top 30 things that Brits don't get enough of.
Oh, yo-yo.
And I was like, and even before I yo-yo's not on there. Even before I sort of even scrolled down to look at the list, I was thinking about it, and I was just like, I bet you I could probably come up with at least 10.
Okay, what do you mean? Things you can't get enough of, like on a health?
Yeah, so I'll give you one, for example. Like, so for the first one is
satisfaction.
Happiness.
Oh, happiness.
Right. Happiness. Oh, so are we talking about slightly?
It could be
things?
It could be like actual things. It could be feelings.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, number one there, by the way, Kedge, sunshine.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's Brits. That's Brits not getting enough sunshine because of weather. But can I? I'm not trying to get all deep and clever about this.
Here we are.
But just genuinely, I don't think anyone is responsible for getting you happiness. I think you got to make happiness. You got to find happiness. You got to work hard.
I agree.
Because we are all people that will stick a tune on in a car and, and do the little things. Kedge and his yo-yo, even though I'm going to cuss him for it, it makes Kedge happy.
Makes him happy, yeah.
And
exactly.
for that reason, Kedge, you should carry on your weird uncle.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
But you find your happy. You find your little bits of happy. So this is kind of moany old Brits going, oh, I'm not happy. So yeah, happiness I can imagine. Then if you're saying weather, sunshine, then I'd say, how about peace and quiet? Is that on there? Can't get enough. People always go, I can't get any peace and quiet around here. Too much noise or too much craziness, hecticness, loudness.
Peace and quiet is not actually on there. Well, it does say relaxation. Does that?
There you go. Yeah, relax. There you go.
I'm a little bit upset about the happiness thing because all this time I've grown up loving that tune by 23 Deluxe, Show Me Happiness, and now you're saying that it doesn't mean anything. And basically, you should make your own happiness, and it's not about
what's 23
Show me
Deluxe?
happiness, show me happiness. The garage tune.
That's not Casey and JoJo.
Casey and JoJo. Sorry, I looked up the wrong one.
23 Deluxe. I thought
Casey and
JoJo.
Yeah. That's Tell Me That Is Real.
Yeah. Show me happiness.
Kedge always does that. He just sings a song and it's completely the wrong title, the wrong artist, the wrong genre.
And if you listen, by the way, if you listen to that song carefully, it does sound like he says, "Show me your penis, show me."
Oh my God! Don't ruin it for me now. After all these years,
and then he goes, "Tell me that it's real."
I've got to say, every time I play that, it does make me chuckle a bit.
And no wonder people are laughing at me when I'd roll out drunk out of clubs singing that tune.
Show me your penis.
Just make sure you're not pointing at him, Kedge, when you sing that.
Oh my God!
And make sure you're not playing the dandiya. And,
So other things on this list sort of include where do we go? We went sunshine. The second one was holidays, and I was like, yeah, everyone kind of thinks, holidays. We want more holidays. Sleep.
But I've got to say, on that note, just on the holiday vibe though, we are apparently, I didn't realise this, we're quite low down in the holiday rankings across the planet. Like, in terms of
bank holidays.
How many bank holidays and national holidays that other nations have. I thought, with a few bank holidays, we're quite high, but actually we're not. We're like, other countries have like 10, 12.
It's funny you said that because I was reading something today about Japan and how they, if they have basically holidays on sort of that are 2 days apart and there's one working day in the middle, you can claim that as a holiday yourself. So if there's like a bank holiday on a Monday and a bank holiday on a Wednesday,
Yeah.
You can say, I'm taking the Tuesday off, and that's it. It's part of the law. You can.
Well,
do
we
that.
don't have that, do we? We don't have that opportunity.
No, but I just thought it was a good thing. I was just like, oh, okay,
It is a good thing.
I'll sign that one off myself. Don't need to turn up. I'm taking that day off.
You can just claim it. And what you mean, like in a no quibble? They can't question it.
No. It's part of the law. That's it. If you want to take it off, you take it off. Otherwise, you go work.
What a wicked
I mean,
law.
it's a weird rule, though, isn't it? I mean, you got to question the government. Why would you have 2 bank holidays separated with a day?
Well,
I mean, what makes
yeah, like a remembrance thing. You can't really move them around, innit? If they've just fallen on 2 days apart, then what do you want to do? Move it?
No, but we have never had that situation in the UK.
Well, I think the Jubilee thing's taken up a lot of time, isn't it? That's coming up in June.
That's a full day. That's a full day.
But there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but look, what I'm trying to say is there's not a day in between. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Carry on.
But we very rarely get holidays falling midweek anyway. When any even any national days that fall on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they won't give you those off. It's only when it falls on a bit of a weekend or whatever.
I think one that's on the list that we can sort of vouch for is going out with friends, because that's in the top. That's in the top 10. Well, even besides COVID, I think it's just hard to get a date in the diary nowadays, isn't it? Really.
But also, I don't know if it's because you're getting older as well. Going out ain't as much fun as it used to be. Like, I used to love going out. Now I'm tired for 2 days.
No, that's old age, mate.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is.
Tommy, that is a bit old age.
And also organising it, coordinating everyone else is busy. Okay, so I've got like 2 really close friends from university days coming down this weekend on a Saturday night. They're going to stay with me on Saturday night. But they're coming to stay with me because I just can't get myself down to see them. They live down in Bournemouth and they live near the beach and all that stuff. It's a nice place to go. I just can't get a weekend away. And I'm like, and even on Saturdays, with kids, it's like, oh, he's got this club, he's got this party, he's got this. So I'm like, look, you're going to have to come to me. So now, like, if we want to see, and I've not seen them in 2 years. And these are like people I was close with at uni.
Hotel Sandu, that's how you see him. You got to book in, get a check-in date.
But I'd much rather people just come to me and stay over at mine, and that way that's it. I'm like, all right, fine, I'm going to be here, and that way I can still keep an eye on my kids. It's just, I don't know how people do it. All these people that are busy with their social calendars go, yeah, I'm seeing this person this weekend, I'm going to see that person that weekend, I'm going to catch up with these friends that weekend. I think I've got about 4 people in my life. That's it, like outside of my family.
And then done.
Yeah, I can't be alone with that.
Are we 2 of them?
Yeah, you are. But then look, real talk. We were supposed to meet up last Friday.
We were.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to cancel because I had a job thing come up, right? So that's it. So it's like, then it's like, oh, and I felt really bad. I was like, man, we got to make that good because basically what I like about when us 3 meet up is we're going to eat some good food.
Yeah.
So like, it's worth it for that. Even if Kedge is going to get his yo-yo out of the table, it's all right. I will tally my way through the yo-yo skills. I was like, yeah. But
2 of us still ate the good food because we still met up. So.
Oh, did you? Where did you go then?
No, we went to the same place that we agreed to meet.
Oh, nice. Was it good?
It was a beauty. It was lovely. Yeah, it was nice.
Did you have the veg thali or the chicken thali, Satch?
The chicken one. What kind of question is that?
I don't know. Because their paneer is good as well. Their paneer
it is good.
But I think what it was is, I think even Kedge was in the same boat. It was one of them weeks where it was obviously like the first week of January. We were both eaten, sort of really well the whole week. And there was that Friday. I think I was looking forward to that Friday because it was just like, that's going to be my one meal where we're out. And I'm going to
Can I just say, Satch, I've never seen Satch enjoy a meal like that. He really took his time. We did, though, didn't it? We took our time and we spoke loads, but it was
good.
It was a good, and then he got his day puri and I got a pani puri, and it was just, it was chill.
Oh, see.
You were missed.
No, we did think of you, and your ears must have been burning because we were talking about you lot.
I missed out. I tell you exactly what it is. It's just interesting to know, right? Generally, Guz Khan was supposed to be on a comedy night. And he's been, he couldn't because he got pinged, and I didn't even realize anyone was using the app anymore. Really?
Oh yeah, I got pinged when was it? A couple of weeks ago.
I thought that's kind of proves that. So Guz Khan got pinged. He pulled out the comedy night. Then they kind of rejiggled the order, and I had to kind of quickly go in. But I had a wicked night, really good night. Nice crowd in Hayes in a comedy night. But that was the only reason. It was a bit of a kind of help out, step in. But as you know, because in the daytime, I went, boys, it's definitely on for today. I was texting you, lot.
Yeah, you did. And then literally half an hour later.
I based my whole day around it. I skipped breakfast. I had a light lunch. I was getting all ready, honestly. And I didn't eat properly that day. Miserable. Came back and ended up eating late night pizza at home. And it all flopped after that. But anyway, I'm glad you boys carried on. And I think, by the way, if I had to, if you twisted my arm, I think I would have joined Satch on the Bain body camp rather than the Barney body camp.
Yeah, which means I get the whole plate, which is brilliant. But yeah, anyway, the day pudding wasn't all that. I don't know. For me, there was too much day and not a lot of anything else.
But that's what I like. But that's what I like about it.
Day pudding is amazing. Oh, it's just amazing. It's just all the flavors.
I mean, it's a good one there, but I think they had too much day in it for my liking.
Surprisingly, that's not on the list of the 30 things that Brits.
Was it not?
Oh,
give me some materialistic things. There must be some materialistic things.
Well, yeah, I think as Tommy said at the beginning of it, it is all a bit sort of moany, isn't it? Really. So, like for example, good luck. How can you sort of monitor good luck?
Can't get enough. Yeah, that's rubbish. Next,
that's a bit of a rubbish one. Freedom. Oh, that's a bit of a weird one.
No, I don't think it is, because actually things with lockdowns and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I guess if you look at it like that.
So people probably at the moment, and this is probably a recent survey. So yeah, people probably feel like they're restricted in what they can do. And can I just add to the freedom thing? I thought about this, right? I was thinking recently, if you look at life, you're always told off for all the things you can't do, the things that are highlighted as you go through life. Don't drive in that lane. Don't park there. Don't walk there. Don't step. So there is a lot of restrictions everywhere you look. Nobody kind of goes, and here's a space. Go do what you want to do. You know, what do you want to do? Just go for it.
No, that's called India, mate.
Absolutely. That is India. Whatever, whenever, however.
Yeah. You don't want to queue up? Don't queue up. You want to push in? Push in. You want to copy that?
It's your Bob's restaurant. Do it.
Well, why not? Okay, freedom.
Other things include a bigger home. I suppose everyone sort of kind of moans about that. Laughter. I'm not sure about that one. That's number 10, by the way. And
this is quite depressing. It's
all a bit.
It makes us sound as a nation quite.
Yeah, and look, for example, number 8, fun. How can you monitor? I mean, I have fun every day, really, even on a rubbish day.
Then I think you're making a good point here, Satch. Out of these 30 things that Brits say they can't get enough of, I think what we're concluding is no. Actually, I think we are all 3 of us. Honestly, all 3. We do get those things. I think we take time off when we want to take time off. We see the people when we want to see them. I generally might say, okay, I don't get to see my friends, but what am I doing? I'm doing stand-up shows. I'm doing podcasts. Yeah. I'm doing the things that I love. I'm not in the grind. The jobs that you do, you boys love. You're DJing, you're making social media content, you're working in radio, you're working in media, you're doing fun stuff. So I think this is good, because this makes me go, actually, we're on the right side of life in that way, of trying to get the most out of it. You wouldn't complain about these 30 things, would you?
Nah, I think there's other
sunshine,
things
weather, happiness.
Kedge will complain about this one. Number 7, cuddles.
Oh yeah, I've plenty. Thank you. No more. Thank you.
Well, people are saying they can't get enough cuddles, or they want more cuddles.
Yeah, they want more cuddles. That's number 7 in the list, by the way. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I think this is.
Satch, do you want more cuddles?
Not really. I'm all right, mate.
Are you?
I think this is, obviously they've asked everyone during lockdown, and everyone's feeling a little bit down and depressed. I don't think this is a true reflection. I would have thought there would be answers like, I can't get enough of Snickers from a tin or something like that, or I just thought there would be things like that in there. I can't get enough of sliding up and down in my leather seat in my car.
One thing that I can't get enough of is lateral flow tests.
Oh,
I spoke about this last week.
Yeah, lateral flow tests. My word.
Are you still doing them?
I'm still doing them, but it's just hard to get them. It's honestly, when you go on the site, it's a lucky dip.
Oh my god! I've got to tell you about what I saw about lateral flow tests. This was game changing, and I don't even know how it came up, and I can't even find it again, because it was one of those things that I was half awake actually in the morning, and I scrolled and it came up, and it was this doctor, and he said, actually, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it and send it to you. And we have been doing lateral flow tests wrong. You know that stick?
Yeah. The swab.
the swab that you have to put up your nose. That you have to put up your nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so it says it's got to go up. What is it, 2-3 centimeters or something, right? So like if I get this pencil just to show you, I won't put it up my nose. Look at Tommy's face.
Yeah.
But like so you kind of do this, right? You kind of do this, and then you're like turning it up like in a like round kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's wrong.
Why?
This guy then shows you a skull, and the skull of how our nose is and everything. You can't put the fob up because our nose doesn't go up. So like the skull is there's a hole
sideways.
So then he takes the stick and he goes like this, like literally horizontal, because that's where the hole is, and that's the gunk that they need. And I was like, and then my man's putting this all in, and it's gone all inside his nose. And I was like, oh my God, that's game changing. And that makes sense because if you think about it, our nose is just this tissue, and we've just got a hole back there. So it's no point going up because there is no hole up there. You're just pushing it into just like, whatever this ligaments of your nose are. Yeah, but the space is at the back. So you could obviously I'm not a doctor, don't all start doing this and start poking nose, but he was a doctor and I'm going to try it on my next sort of test. He literally went in horizontal.
So almost like he's going to the back of his skull, like his direction is
correct
through the face, not
the
up
same angle as it's going in your mouth.
Oh.
And I thought that was game. I thought, and he was a doctor from India. I'm going to try it.
That's the problem.
It's that twiddly bit that you have to do at the top. That's what makes my eyes water.
Really? I love the twiddling.
Maybe, but I love the twiddly bit.
I love that. It kind of tickles and it's kind of nice.
Oh, that starts me sneezing. My sinuses start going. So actually, maybe this doctor could save me because if I didn't have to go up that high, and I'm going
to go up high. That's what he's saying. You just got to go in.
Oh my word!
So give that a go, and I'm sure if we've got doctors listening, they will verify once again. Kedge is telling the truth.
When I get my lateral flow test, I'll definitely give the Kedge way a go. Horizontal in the nose.
Yeah.
But speaking of sort of COVID, and another story that I came across this week was about I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's quite a big news this week, and it was about a passenger on an aeroplane, and they were sitting behind a lady who was sat in front of them in the row in front of them, and they could sort of peek through, do you know, like the sort of crack of the chair, so you can kind of see
gap, the little armrest gap,
the person on the phone. So, the passenger was sitting there. Just by chance, he could actually see what was written on the sort of text message of the lady in front on her phone.
Yeah.
And the text message said, "We have COVID. Shh, that's why we are returning home."
Oh. That she had written. She was writing.
She had written. She's messaging someone called James on her phone, and she goes, "We have COVID. Shush, shush. That's why we are returning home a day early. We are on the plane now."
Oh, and they got on the plane though.
They got on the plane. What do you do in that situation?
Oh, because you can't. Well,
how did they get on? What lax airline was this that they even got on?
Well, no, I think some people can actually have their test because obviously,
maybe they didn't have temperature.
48 hours or 72 hours before or whatever. You can get your PCR done and dusted, but you might do one of your LFT things at home in the morning, and it says that you're positive. What do you do then?
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, because friends of mine who went away over Christmas.
Yeah.
Have only just got back from their trip in Dubai because they tested positive at the end of their trip. So they had to quarantine in the hotel and then pay thousands of extra pounds to stay on in that hotel where they had to quarantine. They couldn't move around then. So that's what
my word.
And so what these people have done is gone, oh, forget that. Let's just get on the plane and go home. Shh,
no.
James, don't tell no one. Which is out of order and dangerous to other people. You basically
out of order.
You've completely nostrilled the safety of others and gone, screw it.
I think what worried me the most was obviously so what's happened now is the guy behind us has read this. He peeked over and kind of took a photo on the slide. So he's got evidence of this now. So he's taken a photo. And everyone in the sort of the message board where it's been posted up were kind of cussing him, saying, "Stop being nosy."
Oh, man.
Well, yeah, but if it hadn't been nosy, then you wouldn't have known.
Like people are saying, "Is this even legal?"
It's not. Who's legal? The lady or the guy taking a photo?
Well, the guy taking a photo.
Maybe the guy. To be fair, maybe the guy was taking a photo of the gap,
the plane,
2 chairs. Oh, yeah, it was just a random photo. He was just taking a photo, and it happened to be there was
because all those people that like to collect pictures of gaps between chairs.
I don't know. It might be like one of these guys who posts on aeroplanes. You get weirdos like that.
Yeah, you do. You know, he just might be. He was whatever. No. He might be taking a photo of the screen of his screen in front of him.
Am I not right in saying you can take a picture of anything, anyone in a public place? It's when they're on. That's why celebs go to these private places, because then they can't be snapped there. But if you're out in public anywhere, you can be snapped. Then no one has the right to that.
But
space.
it was just more people were kind of kicking off about that.
But can you take photos of people's private conversations? Is what we're getting at here.
Yeah. Isn't there something you can do on your phone? Isn't there an app or something you can do with text messaging where it looks all pixelated? And then you kind of run your finger. It's like hide my message. There's a thing you can do with text messages.
Oh no, it's only on. It's a little gimmicky thing on iMessage. It's not though.
Oh, God. So anyway, back to the story. They've clearly done the wrong thing then, getting on the plane.
Oh, 100%. Oh, well, I think they've done the irresponsible.
What would you have done? What would you have done if you were that dude who saw that?
Oh,
and you're sitting behind him.
What can you do?
What would you have done? What would you have done?
Well, you can't kick off because you're in the air.
No, I thought had they taken off?
No, it doesn't say exactly. It actually didn't say where the flight was. I presume it was in the US.
I'm guessing it was still on the runway.
No, it wasn't. It was just. Well, actually, it might have been because if you're messaging someone, if you're messaging,
I think it was. And
would
that's
you
why
have
they were
grassed
letting
them up?
know.
Would you have grassed them up to the cabin crew?
Yes.
Wow.
Kedge, would you? I don't think you would have, Kedge.
Yeah, I don't think you would have.
No, I don't. I didn't want to confront them. I would, you know me.
No, we know that.
I want the sly. You do the.
I would have justified the bell ringing. You know, that ding that happens above your head that everyone does for no reason. But I would have actually justified it because the air hostess would have been running towards me.
And what would you have said?
And I would say, I've seen this lady just text someone that she's got COVID, and I don't know what you want to do, but I'm alerting you because whatever your procedures are.
Why are you being a hater for, Kedge? Why are you
grasping? Why not? Let's not be here. Why not just
put your mask on and stay quiet, bruv? Why are you trying to grasp, bruv?
Stitches get stitches.
Well, I mean,
but then if you don't say anything, you get COVID. So
the way you guys are talking, sounds like you were at that party where you had to bring your own booze. At number 10.
Yeah, the Boris party. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think, Kedge, I'm with you. I think I would have probably grassed up as well.
I think you've got to tell the air hostess or the air steward and just go, look, I'm a little bit and actually I would have gone, you know what, I'll be okay if you stick me in business class though.
Oh, because that makes it better, is it?
Yeah. So forget,
because then I'm away from it.
No, see, that's it. You just shot yourself in the foot there.
Stop the plane and fucked her off.
So morally, you're like everybody else who sat around there, they can die, right? But you give me
I've
business.
I've seen it. Yeah. But I mean, obviously, because they're not going to do anything, are they? They're not going to do anything. They can't do anything.
Yeah.
But I would make it work for me.
Yeah, but then you could even say, like that person can say, no, I was joking. It was a joke. I was texting my mate getting come back a day.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, she doesn't have to show you her text messages and all of that as well. So you would be going into a right little pickle. But staying on the COVID sort of bandwagon, did you hear about this guy in India who got really quite famous because this was his tweet that went absolutely viral as anything. He said, I went outside India for the first time since COVID and got a bunch of people amused by my name. Future foreign trips are going to be fun.
Oh, I know his name.
This guy's name is Kovid.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Kovid Kapoor.
It's funny. Do you know what? That's not even made me laugh, Kedge, because I know someone called Kovid.
Kovid?
Yeah.
He's basically he's done a massive thread on his own Twitter, and he goes, my name actually means a scholar or learned one. And it even appears in religious, hymns. He goes, it's pronounced, and he's written in Hindi, Kovid, not COVID.
Yeah.
And still the same, isn't it?
And then he's got
with a K.
Yeah.
How old is he? How old is he? Is he 19?
Oh, I don't know. He looks quite. No, he just turned 30. Because the reason I know that is because his mates put COVID on his birthday cake, and then the birthday people refused to make his cake and stuff like that. So then he's done this whole thread of all the So when he went to Starbucks and he said his name's COVID, and they're all laughing at him and everything, and he's become really famous. And I thought, but Kovid Kapoor sounds like, you know what I mean? What
movie star? Movie star.
Yeah, movie star. Kovid Kapoor.
Yeah. It could be a chat line. He goes to the girls, hey, I'm COVID because I'm infectious. You know, like exactly. I'll spread.
You can't get rid of me because I'll just keep coming back looking slightly different.
I saw a funny name. Just because it came up on Facebook. It was It was just because I don't know why it was the name Jabinder, right? Jabinder, and there was a guy. Look it up. I tell you, I just came across it on Facebook. I didn't even screenshot anything. Jabinder, and his surname was Pitt. Jabinder Pitt.
Nah,
is that where the jab goes? Is that where he's a COVID jab goes? Yes, I don't take a Jabinder arm. I take Jabinder Pitt, and it was like Jabinder Pitt. Imagine see. I think Desi names. No, it's not. I promise you. It was no comedy account. It was a kind of an odd-looking guy, if I'm honest. Whatever odd means, but he was slightly odd-looking guy. But it was Jabinder Pitt. Actually exists, and he's on Facebook. Go follow him if you want. You go see what he's like.
So talking of sort of not telling the truth and not telling the correct story and sort of hiding things. The other story that I saw this week was about Morrisons. Does anyone shop at Morrisons? Because there ain't one near me at all.
Nah, but I tell you what, when I do, I like them. Because their veg section is like a market. It's like the way they've got it all laid out. Oh. It's almost like
What, they're fruit and veg?
Yeah, they're fruit and veg. It's like it's not in aisles. Yeah. It's like in little, like door
grocery store.
Oh, they're like little goats and chickens running around and stuff.
Yeah, there's hay on the floor.
Not that, but I know what you're talking about. There's this one. Where is it? I've been to, and it's like because they have it first, don't they? When you go in as well,
that's
so
right.
It's very visually appealing.
I don't even think I've been to a Morrisons.
And they do some good. Well, I remember they used to do some when I used to buy it. Good deals on booze. That's when we go. Morrisons are doing this right now. So you kind of all go down there, and all the Punjab be down there stocking up.
This is the drink that everyone is going for at Morrisons, or should I say, probably not going for anymore. Because Morrisons are the first supermarket. Well, I shouldn't say the first supermarket. They're basically what they're doing is they're scrapping the use-by date on milk.
What is that? What do you mean?
Obviously, every carton of milk that you buy at the moment has a use-by date on it. It says you need
normally a week, couple of weeks, something like that.
You know how you always go for the back, so you get the extra couple of days.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. You get a couple of days. But now what they're saying is they're going to change the use-by date for a best before.
Okay. So what's the difference? I don't understand.
Well, no, there's a big difference between the use by.
There's a big difference, yeah.
Use by.
So use by then means then theoretically you've got to chuck it in the bin after.
Yes, after that date.
Whereas best before leaves it to you to judge.
Judge.
That you have to become the judge and go, this is where it would have been best to use before, but now it's okay. So I'm going to still, use it in my tea.
You would not.
It hasn't lumped up.
Kedge, knowing how you don't like leftover food and next day food and all that, not. Whatever the best before date is, that's the chuck-out date for you.
It's not even. This is not even a discussion.
This is Tommy. This
best is before used by. It goes in the bin.
No. Kedge is the guy that if he's gone and he's bought milk today and he's probably got half in his fridge still there, he'd lose that and use a new one.
Oh, correct. Even if you've got a fresh milk.
Yeah. No, he'd get rid of the old one, even if there's half in there, and he'll use the fresh one.
That's correct. Even if there's a couple of days. What do you mean? If there's a day left on it.
A few days left on it, it's still dash in the bin.
He wants it Taaza.
Correct.
He's a Taaza queen.
Call me Taaza.
He's a Taaza queen for life. And move like dynamite.
That's the tune. And yes, I'd love to be the Taaza queen.
Taaza queen. Oh God,
it's a Taaza queen.
What was that? It's a Taaza queen.
Lady Taaza.
Isn't it?
Lady
Taaza. God, that is brilliant. Kapoor and Lady Taaza. It'll come into a film near you. That has to be done.
I'm telling you, if you are a female MC looking for a name, please call yourself Lady Taaza because you're fresh.
Lady Taaza. Oh, that's brilliant. Why can't there be an Indian MC female. Come on, we need one.
No,
after Miss Scandalous, it's been dry.
Anyway, back to the milk. Like, to be fair, like, I know it has use by date on it. I sometimes I go past use by date. I don't care. If it's still fine.
But such it goes lumpy.
No, but if it's still, you have to make that judgment call. It might be.
Yesterday there was a little bit of doodh left, like you said, and I had a fresh one. Yeah. So I just emptied that a little bit because I thought, well, I'm going to use this, right? So why? Check this out. I emptied it. And as it was pouring out, then there was this like long string of doodh that was just stuck to the like, and it's just like, and I'm like, there you go. Sachin told me we would have drank this.
No. I would have, Ked, you've got to scope it out. I wouldn't just luzz it straight into my.
I'm telling you, you would not have scoped this out because this was coming from the bottom of the thing. The top.
What have you been doing in your doodh?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Doodh is. I'm so off doodh. It's unbelievable. I don't drink it anyway.
And, right, exactly. I was gonna say I've cut back on milk in a big way anyway. But having said that, there is no way, Kedge, I would have milk remotely close to it. So, for example, similarly, like you said, Satch, that you said about Kedge, if I come down, let's say I'm doing the boys some cereal and I'm pouring the cereal. If I see that the date is tomorrow or today on that milk, so it's good today and it's good till tomorrow, but we've got a fresh milk, I won't use it. I'll just go for the fresh one.
There you go. I think doodh is so dirty, and if you taste that, once you taste but if you
it's going to be in your taste buds for a week. It'll be in your taste buds.
Correct. For life, and it goes up your nose. You got more chance of getting COVID out of your nose than you have that smell.
I can't handle smelling anything. You know when someone goes, smell that? Is that off? I'm going, it probably is. I'll take your word for it. It probably is, but I'm not going to smell it. No, because if I get that smell in my nose, whatever that smell, even if it's off chicken, off anything, it's going to put me off. And I think even the thought of this is making me not want doodh ever. I'm like, forget it. I don't want it. I'm
against the wastage.
So
honestly, I don't mind it.
Morrisons are doing what then? So remind me.
Basically, they're scrapping the use by date and they're putting a best before on it. So basically, it's down to you to make the call of how long you want to use it after the best before date, basically.
Okay. But then hold on. I don't really know the process, but I know my mother-in-law can do it. Like turns milk into dain. They make their own homemade.
Yeah, I think you can make into paneer and all of this kind of stuff. But look, I'd rather not know the process.
You've got to boil it in it and take the water out of it.
Boil it all out. Yeah, that's right. Something like that. So that's what it could be good for. Because then you go, okay, it's best before then. The best before's gone, but don't worry, I'll make dain out of it.
So what they're sort of backing it up with is they're saying generations before us have always used the sniff test, and I believe that we can do this. So this is basically what they're saying is Tommy and Kedge are basically snowflakes, and they can't sniff a bit of rotten doodh.
Then call me a snowflake. I don't want to do that.
Oh my god!
Why sniff? Honestly, why sniff when you can see the date? Lug it. Lug it.
But you're wasting stuff, Kedge.
No, but just on that note, like, if I was in I'm a Celebrity and all that, there's no way I could eat anything funky. And sometimes they smell it beforehand. I'm watching that show, literally yakking up at the thought.
Like the last one, they had the rabbits. I mean, my God, even if you eat meat, that is next level.
There's no
way. Pigeon, and they had to take the feathers out of it. And I'm like, my God.
When an eyeball explodes in their mouth and all that stuff, that honestly, I would just go, no, I'm sorry. It's just stupid. There's no point in this.
Let's talk about nice food now, because obviously the story that's dominating the UK press this week is, and there's only one story.
The party, the Tory party.
Yeah, well, that kind of just sort of rained on the actual story.
Can I just say about the Tory party? Every day something new comes out, like a new piece of information. It's just like, well, no one did what? Like, how's no one? It just makes you even more sort of just think about it.
More raves by the ministers than the Ministry of Sound.
Yeah, it's just you can't get your head around it.
See, but I think I have to laugh. You have to laugh because here they are telling the world to that you got to stay in and you're going to get £1,000 fines and you can't see your loved ones.
Priti Patel with the Sunny Mutti giving it large. Do you remember? Oh yeah, we're going to be fining you and all that. Look it. Excuse me.
Well, at least
you know what I mean.
At least we know why she got the numbers wrong.
Yeah. Right.
Well.
glassy at the party.
Cheese, too much cheese and wine, mate.
That's like, honestly, that would be like telling everybody, right, for example, the party's over, everybody go home, kids, you got to go home, going out, but yet you and the uncles are all in the strip club. And you're like, oh. And imagine, for all this time, everyone stayed quiet. Going, oi, Boris, aren't you going to say something, bruv? You were there, bruv. Bruv, you were there. And he's going, chop. Kushkena, shh. Keep it, hold it down. And now it's all come out. There is no coming back from this. You are a straight up liar.
Maybe
long live.
Maybe
that's time. You know what it means.
Maybe that's their tagline. Snitches get stitches. So no one's basically snitched on anything. They've just all kept quiet.
But it's time. It's time. Though, you know what?
100 people got invited. Apparently.
No. I'm talking about time to roll out.
It's time to disco.
What we spoke about.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. But maybe he was
coming. This is it. It's coming. He is ready now.
Maybe he was invited. Was he invited?
It's sort of playing up and down England when he comes in. We would have failed as a country.
But where is Rishi in the news in the last few weeks, months even?
He's gone low. He's hiding with his heated thermos.
Yeah, and his Yorkshire tea.
Let this clown and the circus play out, and then I'm going to be the man to take over. He's there. He's ready. Yeah. He's ready.
Wow. He's going to come in with his Superman juddies on and go, don't worry, I'll save
This is the man who gave unlimited cash to this country. People love him already.
Yeah, exactly.
So what other parties happening then, Kedge?
So the only other story that's dominating the press and the news, and I think we should all get involved in. And I think if you don't, have a word with yourself, and that is that the Queen is celebrating her Jubilee this year. We're all going to get 4 days off, but she wants you and I to come up with a pudding that is fit for her, fit for a queen. And she has launched a massive competition to find the new dessert to mark Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee.
Okay, so what's how many years is platinum? What's that? Is that
75? Isn't it?
Is that 75?
Yeah.
So this is her 75th year in reign in as the Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's weird actually. If you think about this as a process, you got to think of a new dessert, not a combination of desserts, not a remix on a dessert. New dessert.
No, it doesn't have to be new.
I think it just could be your signature pudding that she might like.
Victoria sponge cake. I'm sure there was.
No.
Victoria. I'm sure there was.
I don't think there is.
You're telling me there was no sponge cake with jam in it?
No, there wouldn't have been. They would have invented that. That would have been created. They would with a nice layer of jam.
Well, I think that's genius.
It's
so basic. It's so basic, but it's
for example, Coronation Chicken only came about because of the coronation, wasn't it?
Oh, that's rank. And
I know you don't like it. Yeah,
I hate because it's got raisins and
chicken. I remember reading something about it, how it was made specifically for the coronation, though. Yeah. So that's where it's.
And also it's got its Indian influences because of the Queen's love for India and all that. So that's why the kind of curry, and she loved that as well. So that's all good, lovely. But I'm like, man, why don't you just go with the Bombay toasty? Why don't you just go with the Bombay sandwich?
Ooh,
why don't you just do a spicy cheese toasty or aloo sabji?
No, you can't do the spice, mate.
Yeah, I bet she can. I bet the Queen can.
Well, it's just come out today that her favourite munch is a hamburger. She does like the odd hamburger.
She does, yeah. But they make them. They make them
from scratch. Yeah, she's not going down to Burger King or anything like that.
Yeah.
But not Burger King, Burger Queen. Taaza Queen.
Burger Queen. Taaza Queen.
Lady Taaza.
But what would you create? Because I think maybe we should create something as the Brownload. Do you know what I mean? And just put it up there because it does get judged by Mary Berry herself.
Yeah. Mary Berry.
Mary Berry. There was a Bollywood song. Mary Berry. No, that was Teddy. This was Mary Berry, something like that. I can't remember it, but it was from that Kanta Laga album. Satch will know it. UMI 10. That was the name of the album.
I ain't got a clue, mate.
All right,
so it's Mary Berry. It's that Monica Gulati who's on MasterChef, and it's her head chef who's basically the three judges to judge your pudding. Tommy, what are you going to make for the Queen?
Okay, so do we go down the route of the fact that she's got the coronation chicken? So do we give her a desi dessert? Do you kind of go, I'm going to do you like a royal gulab jamun with ice cream, and here you go, like let's finish off let's kind of complete the coronation.
The Jubilee Jumble.
Yeah, Juba Jammun, right? Yeah.
Well, no, because at least Boris can say it. The Jubilee Jamoons.
Yeah, Jamoons. The Gulabs. Get your Gulabs out. But I think you could. But then actually, I don't like gulab jamun. By the way, I don't think.
No, I don't.
I've not had a whole gulab jamun in my life. I've not had a whole jalebi in my life.
I think the Queen would then die if she had one gulab jamun because her sugar rush. She'll be like, "What is this?" And she'll probably die of a heart attack. So let's not do that.
And I think most Asian Indian desserts are a little bit weird for the mass palate, unless you go.
What about what do Punjabis call penda? Pera. Give us one. Give us a pera.
Is that like palle? I think what is it like a dough ball thing?
You call it pera.
No, it's pera. It's pera.
It's like yellow, and it's like a.
Don't ask Tommy. He's not going to know.
Isn't it? How do we know the Punjabi name for penda and he doesn't? My God.
It's definitely pera.
I don't know what it is.
Pera.
But I don't do desserts much in general. So straight away I'm thinking.
Are you out of the race then?
Well, no, I'm just thinking that platinum penda.
Platinum? You're so
because I can't get the Hindi and the English, but the platinum penda sounds, I think, could be it because it's simple.
So what is it? What does that describe that to me?
Well, it's just made out of like milk and flour, and it's yellow, and they put a little bit of kesar on top.
Why are we explaining what a penda is to Tommy?
I don't know. I'm sure he knows what it is.
We do not get pendas.
You do.
You do.
What's that? Why is that funny that I said that? You've been calling it pendas the whole time.
I don't know. No, it's penda, not pendes. He's not like.
But how many of them? If you have one or two of them, and then two pendas. That's not even that funny. I don't even get what.
Do you know what I mean?
Just lost it. Well, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I feel like.
Oh my God, he's just turned into some surname now, like who works for the cartel.
EastEnders.
And the plural will be pendas, not pendes.
Okay. God, you're really picking me up on the literary side of it.
It's just funny the way you came out with it.
Yeah, but okay. So whatever that. What about like the rasmalai?
No, I think those are all a bit too standard for the Queen.
I think they're too Indian. Yeah. I think it's too Indian.
Let's not go Indian. The thing I think, I was thinking about this after.
I think we really need to bring back. Do you remember the Sara Lee Black Forest Gatto? I think a simplified Black Forest Gatto. I think the Queen would love it.
I think, Kedge, that was a thing when we were kids, and now if you have that, you're like, it's a bit.
No. But if you go to a bakery where they still make a proper one, it is very boomy. It is very nice.
I don't know. I think maybe. Now I'm thinking maybe what the Queen does, because maybe what the nation needs in this dessert is to really bring it back to a good old British classic, almost like what the Victoria sponge is. You can't go wrong with Victoria sponge. The
platinum spotted dick.
No. I'm saying like an ice cream sandwich. like something where you got like a wafer, a slab of ice cream, a strawberry bit in the middle, whatever, layered ice cream, and another little wafer, and you go, there you go. This is so, because then everyone, old, young, funky, not funky, in your potato, you'll go, actually, you can't go wrong with that. Nothing too weird. You can't.
Well, I'll tell you something that I had over Christmas, and this was completely new. I've never had this in my life before. It was a croffle.
A croffle?
Do you know what a croffle is?
Croissant and a waffle.
They made a waffle out of a croissant, and it was flipping amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
With a dollop of ice cream on it. It was like a sweet.
So what shape is it?
Tommy, you would love it.
What shape is it?
It was the shape of a croissant, but then what they do is they put it in a waffle machine, so it goes with all the grooves in it and stuff like that. And then I did a bit more research, and there's a thing called cronuts.
Yeah, I've seen cronuts have been around for a while. Yeah,
and I was like, gosh, I think maybe that's the way forward. You make stuff out of croissants because you've got to taste better.
There was a guy on TikTok that I saw a couple of months ago, I think it was now, who is into bodybuilding. He was like a big black dude, right? And he was going, "Hey, yo, you lot all got to try these." And it was prate, right? But it was in a pack. He had the first, and he goes, "Man, I've just come across these. If you're looking to bulk up, these are the ones." And he was sharing it. It got hundreds of thousands of views, like he just discovered something new. Have you seen it? Have you seen the video?
I've seen it.
Wow.
And he's basically his way of saying you can bulk up. There's loads of carbs in it. He goes, and he described it. There's a reason it came to mind. He goes, it's kind of like a croissant, but it's like a flatbread croissant. Oh my God. He's going, it's amazing. He goes, and they're delicious. And I'm like, oh man, Jesus just discovered Pronto. It was nice. It was like, that's what the love of Pronto would be like. Imagine if you weren't Destiny, you've never had a buttery, flaky Pronto ever before. And you just kind of go, oh my God, I've just found this thing. And he found it and he loved it. But see, okay, maybe like that then. Maybe it's like it's a Pronto dessert. Maybe it's like a crow waffle Prata style ice cream thing.
I think the ice cream sandwich could be it, Tommy. I think you start inventing something. Start working on it.
That's a Maxibon though, isn't it? Is that what it's called?
Cinnabon.
Maxibon. It's got two things and then ice cream in the middle.
I think that's a sanitary towel. I think is that.
What are you on about?
I'm sure it's called a Maxibon.
Maxibon.
Maxibon. I'm sure it's called a
Maxibon.
I'll find it. Maybe it's like a European thing.
Didn't he sing that song? I just want to be close to you. That's Maxi Priest.
That's
Maxi Priest.
Some other Maxi. Yeah. So anyway, I'd put my cronuts to the Queen. Tommy would get his thingy out.
I think some sort of, maybe some sort of croissant-y kind of thing. I'll quite like that, or the ice cream sandwich.
I'm gonna go for a simplified version of a Black Forest Gatto.
Okay.
What's a simplified version? Because it's only got chocolate and strawberry in it, or raspberry.
Yeah, but maybe not too many layers in it, because sometimes people don't like too much of the cherryness in it, because a lot of people don't like the cherry in it.
No chocolate cake.
Yeah,
basically.
Basically.
Dry chocolate cake.
No. It's beautiful with the
and can I say she should just get Cadbury to do it, because everybody loves Cadbury. Like don't try and go dark chocolate. Don't try and go fancy.
No, but it's going to be all of that ganache, this and all of that.
Ganache. I love a bit of ganache.
I don't even know what a ganache is, mate.
It's ganasty, is what it is. It's
but what I'm saying is, whoever makes this dish, it's going to be one of these things that's going to be around, like the coronation chicken and whatever.
Yeah.
What's the other thing? It's going to be there for years now.
Victoria sponge cake.
Yeah, and the Victoria. So the pressure's on. It can't be crap.
It's got to stand the test of time. But it's also, you remember, it's got to signify her reign. It's got to be the fact that this is this is the Queen.
Maybe a cake on a baguette, because it's long.
A baguette-shaped cake.
Yeah. So it'd be like, because it's long. Her reign was long, so you can have like a baguette cake.
But she's not French, mate. She's not French.
Yeah. You couldn't have any French references. People wouldn't. Yeah. But,
all right. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to seeing who comes up with what, really.
But whatever the dessert is, let's all get one. Let's try it out.
Whatever
it is.
But with our things that we've learned this week, can I go first? Only because it fits really nicely onto the croissant story.
Hey.
Go on then.
I've discovered an incredible thing. And this is probably incredible. This is like one of those searches on Google that you'll do and you go, there's not much that's going to beat this. Are you ready?
Yeah, go on.
I'll ask you the question. Where did the croissant originate, and why is it shaped like that?
Very good. Okay, so I would guess. The French are a bit fancy when it comes to their pastry, so they like to show off their skills.
Yeah,
I think someone in a kitchen would have been showing it, because obviously it's very pastry based.
So you're going France. So you're going France.
Fancy French patisserie chef would have been trying to show off to his fair maiden and woo a lady in the kitchen, and so he designed it like a shell to represent the fact that she is a creature of the sea and some sort of romantic gesture.
That is beautiful. I mean, you could write a film on that, but you're wrong.
Oh,
Satch, any guesses?
Well, I don't think it's from France. I think maybe they've got it from another part of the world that they were in. Before.
Very good. Very well, that's quite a good guess. Any guesses on the shape? Why it's like that?
Wouldn't have a clue. Maybe they just wanted it to be something else, and then it just set in that.
So check this out.
Go on.
It originates from Austria.
Okay, not too far.
Okay.
Right.
Not too far, but why is it shaped like that? This is this little bit of science, or not science, the history behind it. It's
Go on.
all to do with the Austrian battle against the Turks for a bit of land in the 17th century. Now, they were fighting, and when they did beat them, right, the Austrians, they decided to create a pastry that was in the shape of the Turkish flag and the symbol from it, the moon, so that they could then say that we've eaten them for breakfast, because it reminded them,
wow.
and that's how it came out, and that was the meaning for it. And it's what it's known in Austria as Kipfel, which means crescent. And then when you move it over, then what happened is one of these Austrian people moved over to France. He started making it, and the word for crescent in French is croissant, and now all of a sudden everyone thinks the French have owned it.
Kedge, you've instantly gone into my top 10 best things I've learned with that. I love that.
That is good.
There you go. That's
crescent, croissant, of course.
Crescent.
Yeah.
Why did we never think of that?
Well, because we just accept it, because Kedge, we're too busy eating the croissant. Let alone,
I mean, that is so true. When you're eating a croissant, you are not thinking of anything.
Yeah. Do you like the cheese stuffed croissant? You put a little cheese slice in it.
The more things in there, the better.
Yeah.
Mushrooms. Oh yes.
Yes, please. Yeah, cheese and mushroom, bit of black pepper. Thank you very much.
When I lived in Paris, I think I was on about 2 or 3 croissants a day.
I think you could put anything in a croissant; it would taste lovely.
Oh,
you know what you should put in a croissant? Another croissant. That's what it should be.
Yes. Let's do that. Anyway,
a mini one in the big one.
That's a good one, Kedge.
That is a
okay, I'll go next, but this is more it's more practical here. I was just don't know how this came up on my sort of feed and news stories, but I thought, oh, that's interesting. It said things you can get fined for that you didn't know were illegal when you're driving your car. Right. So these are things that are because these things are in the highway code. Right. These are things in the highway code even to this day. But yet, obviously, do you remember the highway code? I don't.
Ooh.
I don't remember most of what most of the signs are on the motorway, let alone
at all.
and all the different symbols and things like that. But things you can get fined for.
Have you got a license, Tommy?
Huh?
You've got a license, right?
Yeah, I've got a license. Yeah. But I got it when I was 17. Such as a long time ago.
Yeah. It's quite thinking of that. It's actually quite funny how they don't make you do anything like that. Was a long time ago, Tommy. When you're 7, things have changed since then. Signs.
I've always said you should have to top up. You should have to have a little refresher course and see if you're driving safely, because it's very easy to fall into bad habits. But I passed on 18 lessons. How many were you, Satch?
Yeah, it was about that. Not many at all.
Kedge?
12.
Oh, because you were joyriding. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
No, because to be fair, I did it with BSM. My dad goes, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it with BSM and you've got to pay for it. And I was like, my God, when you find out how much one lesson costs, so it took me a while to save up for it.
BSM, even back in the day, were like £38. You're like, what? Yeah. And they're about 11 quid normally. Exactly. But no, things you can get fined for.
I paid 45 for one lesson.
£45 a lesson?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was because Satch is so much younger. It was only a couple of weeks ago that you got past his test.
I passed when I was 18. So that was, a long time ago now, actually.
£45. So that's going back like nearly 12 years, whatever.
Yeah. I remember giving the guy a block of 10 and it was painful then. 450 quid.
Wow.
A lot of money then.
Okay, so things you can get fined for, and according to the highway code, but even to this day, is if your license plate isn't clean. If
I know that one. I know that one.
Okay. When you park up, when you pull over, you have to switch off your engine. If your engine's switched on, you can get fined. If you're just sat there with a car engine on, you can legally be fined.
I do that every day.
Yeah, I know. We pull over all the time. Or you might quickly.
Well, no, but nowadays a lot of cars switch off by themselves, don't they?
Exactly, and that's why they're saying that technology's come about for that very reason. And now, obviously, in the highway code, it will go, don't drive dangerously. But what is driving dangerously? Okay, if you look at a passenger while you're driving, you can get done. I'm telling you, that means my mum and most Desi women would have been fined 100 million times over because they're moving their neck around, gassing away. Sometimes my wife gets so animated in a conversation with me. She's like trying to tell me off about something or another. She'll be looking at me. I'm like, eyes on the road. But there you go. You can get fined even if you look at a passenger. If you light a cigarette, you can get done. If you change a CD, you can get fined.
Oh, wow.
And if this is the one that I think will get everyone, it is illegal and you can be fined for retuning the radio while you're driving.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on.
but who does? You don't need to retune anymore.
Yeah, or even if you go to your favorites and select the next one.
No, you can select. You can change.
Yeah.
You can change your radio
Same
station.
thing. That's the same thing. You
Yeah, but
can't do that.
Yeah, but
No.
it's on your thumb pad now anyway.
Yeah, but still, that is I guess maybe the thumb bit's all right, but still, you got to look down.
I don't think you can reach over to whatever it is and change the knob.
Are you sure?
No, it's 100%. It says if you retune the radio while you're driving, the radio actually kind of looking, tweaking knobs or touching a screen there. That's a finable offence. Fact.
Wow.
Things I learned to do. So there you go. No fiddling around. Eyes on the road. Drive safe. Look after yourself.
That's it.
Satch, what you got?
Lovely. So just as Kedge's was about food, mine's about food as well, and it's about McDonald's. No, there's no sponsorship this year. That's not happening. But I thought this was quite cool because this has never happened in the UK, and it's about McDonald's trialing their first ever loyalty points reward scheme in some of the restaurants, and it started up north already. So if you're up north, you can get onto the app, and it basically knows how many times you go there, and you start getting rewards for.
So the more you eat, the more free food you get.
Well, I know some people go there quite a lot. Do you see what I mean? All the time.
On the regs.
I suppose it's good if they get. So you can either get free food at the end of it, or you can donate whatever you get to charity like children.
That's good.
I think that's quite good.
That is a good one. I've got the KFC app. So, and I do.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I think I have as well. Yeah,
and they do it. The reason they do the rewards as well, and they like okay, right now, let me just tell you what I'm eligible for.
Hang on, I'm going to open mine. Wait.
Okay, let's see what you got. Right.
Oh, and you go first.
KFC app. I go to my rewards at the bottom. I've got a free side waiting for me. I've got 3 stamps because I cashed in my free snack. And they give you limited offers as well. Free hot wings, £1.29.
You know what? This has just made me, because I feel really left out at this moment while you guys are comparing.
I've got the same one, Tommy. I've got the same one.
There you go.
And why don't Indian companies make reward schemes for their restaurants? I just think again it's another business plan that they should be looking at.
There isn't any chains. There's no.
It doesn't have to be a chain. It's just your Indian restaurant. Every time you go there, you can, and then imagine the happiness your customers will get when they go, "Yes, sir, you are entitled to a free plate of chili paneer today." Oh. Bring it on! Why don't Asians do that? Or there are certain
because we don't like giving away stuff for free.
Maybe,
but they should do something. Maybe not a full dish, but these are only the little snacks.
Why not?
Well, I think the best part of this is that you can donate a few quid to charity, and I think that's quite nice.
That's very nice.
You're doing so. I wouldn't mind collecting the points just for that at the end of the month or year.
No, I agree. And I'm slightly disappointed with your story, Saturday, because when you mentioned McDonald's, I thought things you learnt this week was...
that was going to be a part 2, because I sent this to you last night, both of you.
Please.
It was actually before that.
Oh, before that.
You were going to say that the things you learnt this week about McDonald's is that they have now released the swimwear range.
Oh, yes, I've seen that as well.
Oh, is that not made out of straws or something like that? What's that?
No, it's actually the budgie smuggler, or you could call it the nuggy smuggler, and they've got like a
smuggling your nuggies, mate.
Yeah, and they've got like a bathing suit with the McDonald's branding everywhere on it for the ladies.
So it's in Australia though. It's not here.
Yeah, Aussies would wear it, mate.
It's an Australian thing.
I'm packing a Big Mac down there. Yeah, I mean I'm big down under. I can imagine the Aussies loving it. But tell them the other news, Satch.
The other news was, and I think I sent this screenshot in the group that we're in, me, you, and Kedge, in the middle of the night, because I got excited by it, and I thought, who else would like this? I know Tommy and Kedge would definitely like this as well.
Absolutely.
It was about McDonald's in India launching a butter chicken and butter paneer grilled burger.
I mean, it's incredible. Satch, put this up on your Instagram. It looks brilliant.
I tell you, if it was available, I would order it right now while we are doing this. Even looking at the KFC app has made me hungry. Now
he's gonna have one. He's gonna have a KFC after this. I can feel it in his face. Look at his face.
Deliveroo and stuff is dangerous. I can cash in on my rewards. I can get a couple little bits.
Do it, Tommy. Right now. Go on the podcast. Do it.
But the butter chicken, the only thing I'm worried about with the McDonald's butter chicken burger is that it won't be that great. I tell you what I did, Satch. I forwarded it on to my brother-in-law, who's married to my wife's sister, who is is a bit of a chef. He loves cooking. He loves his food, and he makes his own homemade butter chicken, and it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And he does, when the boys, he's got 2 sons, Milo's age, and when they're all together, he does homemade nuggets, and he does a Malay nugget. Like he almost rubs the chicken in yogurt to make it really soft and that, and then puts the batter on, and it's this super sucking. It's like a buttermilk chicken nugget. Slight little desi spice to it, and then to that he made a bigger version, and then to that he added the butter chicken sauce. And so he goes, you know what, bruv? He goes, I reckon I could smash it with a butter chicken burger. I said, you know what you need to do? You need to get a van, get out there, go to some food markets, and just be the butter chicken man. Start an Instagram, just go into a few food festivals, and now McDonald's are doing it. And I sent it to him, and I sent it to him as soon as you sent it to me. First thing I did this morning, it was the first message I sent, forwarded it on. I went, bruv, you were ahead of your time. You needed to have done this, because now Mackie D's are doing it. And you know, for Mackie D's to have done it, they would have been researching this for 2, 3, 4 years. It would have been in labs.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's in India, so he's got time. Because the thing is, I know somebody who works for McDonald's.
They ain't coming over here.
I tell them all the time, like, why don't you bring your menu from India and just trial out here? It will go nuts. Yeah, just even if they do the paneer burger, but they just don't. They're not interested.
Yeah, but then they probably got it on the base of, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, but you're right, a proper authentic butter chicken burger.
No, but they bring all that. They bring all those silly American burgers in. You know, when they do that American week and all that, it's a waste of time. It's the same thing.
Louisiana burger.
Yeah, same thing. Oh my God, who cares?
And it's all dry, mate. It's all dry.
Yeah,
and
that's what I was going to say. I reckon this will be dry as well. I reckon it's not.
I mean, just imagine if they did the dosa burger. It's a burger, but it's wrapped in a dosa. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, that sounds disgusting.
I just made it up. It probably does.
Yeah.
I think I actually know someone who works in MacD's over here as well. And Tommy, there's a new burger coming out that I think you're going to like. I can't really say. I can't say what it is.
Oh, he's not allowed to say it. He's not.
I've heard what it is.
He knows.
I've heard what it is,
and he's not allowed to say it.
But boy,
not even on the Brown Load podcast for all our listeners.
I'm not allowed to say it.
Can you say?
Hold on.
Can we say what country it's from? Can we guess?
No, it's something on the menu that you get in. You probably get in a lot of countries abroad, just not in the UK.
Oh, that's it. And on that bombshell.
No, you've baffled me. Hold on. Whoa. We're not ending there. We can't end there.
No, we said it, man.
He's not going to tell us. He can't.
You don't have to reveal all, but let me just clarify what you just said there. So McDonald's are bringing out a new burger. You've got inside information from someone who works there. This is coming.
Yes.
And it's something that you think I'll be impressed with.
Yes, you will.
Will I be able to eat it?
No.
That's why I'll be impressed with it. I know that.
So there we go.
But mind you, I do like a good veggie burger. You know that. God, I'm hungry now. Why did you have to do this right at the end of the podcast? You know me. I'm going to cave. I'm going to get in my car in 10 minutes time and driving down somewhere.
Everyone's going to have a burger today, mate.
Oh, so it's going to be some. But you say you get it in a lot of other countries. So it's not there. Is it Indian? Is it Desi?
No, it's not Desi. But you can just get it in loads of. I've been to loads of other countries and had this. And it's good.
McDonald's.
But you just can't get it over here in McDonald's.
I can't even think what it would be if it's not a spicy sort of Indian.
I can't say what it is, but I'll tell you after we stop the podcast.
No, you know what? Don't tell me. If you're not telling the listeners, you can't tell me either. But I look forward to the day it's released, and then when it's released, send the screenshot and go, "This was that thing."
Yep.
Wicked. I love that.
I quite enjoy suspense. I realise that.
Yeah, I like it. I like a little bit of surprise.
Yeah, something that's bruv, I don't have much going on in my life. That gives me something to look forward to. Whatever that is. Well,
I hope it happens now. Gosh.
Yeah, exactly. It better not be fake news.
It's from a good source, mate.
Trust me, from experience, listeners will remind you.
Yeah, they do. They remind us of everything. And if ever you want to get in touch, it's hello, HELLO at thebrownload.com. So just drop us a little message, say hi. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast if you haven't done that already. Make sure you rate the podcast. I think five stars is fairly standard.
5 stars is fine. You can do it on Spotify and on iTunes as well.
And also, if you've been looking at the icon and thinking, why has it changed to a pink colour? We've changed it this year.
Yeah, so we've gone fuchsia pink.
Fuchsia
pink for 2022.
Yeah. Every year we change it, so now you've got to look out for the pink icon.
I do like that pink.
Yeah, it's beautiful pink.
But I'll be honest. I've always liked that pink from back in the 90s when girls would wear it as their suits. to now. You know, it's very much a suit, Indian girl suit.
It's an Indian color though, isn't it? It's a very Indian color, and it makes all the boys wink.
And on that note,
okay then.
Kedge, go back to playing with your yo-yo.
Yeah.
Have a great week, and we'll catch you next time.
Laters.